Hi folks, welcome back. My name is Mike Herberts and this is another of your beginners videos from playfavourites.com and 6stringvideos.com. And this one's about strumming patterns. I get asked an awful lot about different strumming patterns, and we tend to take it for granted that you would know this sort of thing, but I'm going to try and explain it as simply as I can. If we take one bar of music in common time, standard 4/4 notation, that's 4 beats to the bar, that would sound like this. The 4 beats would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I was to strum that with a G chord held down, that's 2 measures of 4/4 time with a strum on each beat. Now, because there are 4 beats in a bar, we'll call those notes quarter notes. Now, if we were to half the length of those notes, we'd have 8 of them in the bar, and we could call those, you guessed it, 8th notes. And if we were to strum 8th notes, it would sound like this. Not very inspiring stuff, is it? Now, that's partly because I'm strumming down each time. If I changed it slightly and strummed down and then up on the 8th notes, it would sound like this. And I can see you're thinking, yeah, it's still not very exciting. Okay, well, let's make it slightly more exciting by adding in what we call a syncopation. Now, some people get very confused about a syncopation. Syncopation, if you think of it as adding a skip to the music, or a brightening up the beat, if you like. So instead of playing, what happens is there's a slight delay after the first beat, and it actually sounds like this. This is syncopated. See that now starts to resemble music. So what I'm going to do is go through 10 different strum patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are based on 4/4 time. That's 4 beats to the bar. And then 3 of them are based on 3/4 time, which is waltz time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I'll show you what we do with the 2/4 time, which is often used in country music, lively dance country music. So I'm going to go through each pattern individually, and for the sake of clarity all the way through, I'm going to use the same chords. I'm going to use a G chord, an E minor, a C. You may not be able to play that full C. If not, then this C will suffice, and don't bother with the 6th string. And a full D with the thumb over the top. So let's have a look at the strum patterns. The first one is, again in 4/4 time, but this is one full measure of 8th notes. So guess what? There are 8 of them. The first one is a downbeat, the second one is an upbeat, and so on. Down and up, down and up, down and up. I'll do it through straight, and then I'll do it syncopated so that you spot the difference, and I'll repeat that for each one. So here's our first pattern, and this is 8 beats to the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very exciting. Let's now do it with the syncopation. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we get it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that sounds a little bit better. The next pattern, we have 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and if you look at the screen now, you can see what that looks like. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we'll play that straight and then we'll play it syncopated. Same chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Played straight. Now let's add in the syncopation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starts to sound a little bit better, doesn't it? Okay, our third pattern, if you look again on the screen, you can see we have one single beat, 2 8th beats, a quarter beat and 2 8th beats, and that sounds like this. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again syncopated. You can sometimes mix and match these throughout one single piece of song. Okay, the next one, you can see there we have 3 quarter beats and 2 8th beats on the second beat there. So we have 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4, which will sound like this, played straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Syncopated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one, strum pattern 5. You can see we have 2 quarter beats and 4 8th beats to fill the bar. So that's 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and, which sounds like this straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, this time syncopated. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next pattern, pattern 6, you can see there we have, this is slightly complex, this one. We have a single beat, and then we have 2 8th beats, and the second of those 8th beats stays on and joins on with the next of the 8th beats, so in other words we don't play it, and then we have 3 8th beats to follow. So that pattern will sound like this. 1, 2 and 4 and. 1, 2 and 4 and. So if we play it, it sounds like this. And then if we play it syncopated. We're now moving to 3/4 time, that's waltz time, that's 3 beats to the bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you can see the first of the patterns there we have a single beat, 2 half beats and a single beat. So that's 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. And if we play that, 1, 2, 3. And of course we can syncopate in 3/4 time as well, and that will sound like this. 2, 3. The next strum, you can see it's just 3 straight beats, 3, and we still call them quarter notes, although there's only 3 of them in a bar. There are quarter notes, but 3 of them played, and that's just 3 straight strums. 1, 2, 3. There's no syncopation possible with that one because there are no upbeats, just downbeats. The next pattern, which is pattern strum number 9, you can see we have a single beat, 2 8th beats and another 2 8th beats. So that's 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and that will sound like this. 1, 2, 3. And again syncopated will sound like this. 1, 2, 3.